Louisville, get loud and say it with me! This is Monster Jam!
We're not nameless, we're not faceless.
This is our first competition of the day, JCB Racing. Our 8 drivers have been seated into a racing bracket based on a random draw, and the fastest 4 will advance to the semifinals. Louisville, who's ready for Monster Jam Racing?
We're going to get ready here for our first head-to-head matchup. Please welcome Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. And racing out of the left lane, please welcome Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack. Our staging lights are lit at the far end of each of our race lanes. Outside, yellow lights means our drivers need to fire their engines and head to the starting line. 2 yellow lights means they're staged and ready to go, and they'll be looking for that green light. Louisville, it's time for JCB Racing! Advancing on is Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack. So Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack will advance on into your JCB Racing semi-final round. Hard-fought race between these two. We're going to get ready for our next head-to-head matchup. In the right lane, please welcome Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. And racing out of the left lane, please welcome Mike Christensen, Vendetta. The winner will take on Dalton Weiner and Jurassic Attack in your semi-final round. Megalodon starts to the starting line first as we await the approach of Vendetta. Megalodon staged and ready to go. And we see Vendetta approaching the starting line right now as we're going to get set here to look for those 2 yellow lights. And now it's time to go green. All right, you see those staging lights clear, and you saw Megalodon reverse back, so that means that they're going to restage themselves here using our staging lights. Megalodon there staged first, followed by Vendetta. All right, now we will go on to that green light. Awaiting the official word from our Monster Jam officials. And your winner is Vendetta. So Vendetta will be taking on Jurassic Attack in your JCB semifinal round. Our third head-to-head matchup coming up next in the right lane. Please welcome Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. And racing out of the left lane, it's Cameron Murphy, Classroom Crusher. The winner will move on into your semi-final round. This is our third head-to-head matchup in round 1. We await the approach of Classroom Crusher to the starting line. There it is. Loco. A very close race between these two racers. El Toro Loco advances on. You can see the JCB Racing bracket up on the video board. Louisville, this will be our last head-to-head matchup here in round one. Racing out of the right lane. Please welcome Chris Kohler, Mayhem. And racing out of the left lane, please welcome in Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. The winner will take on El Toro Loco in your JCB Racing semifinal round. Awaiting those yellow lights to light up here for both of our competitors here in of their respected race lanes. We see those outside yellow lights. We've got Mayhem to the line first, followed by Gravedigger. All right, it's time to go green. Your winner is Gravedigger. So Gravedigger advances on, and he will be taking on El Toro Loco in your JCB Racing semifinal round. The official bracket is locked in for the semis, and as you can see, we had some fast races by all of our 8 competitors. Jurassic Attack will be taking on Vendetta, and El Toro Loco will be taking on Gravedigger there in your JCB semifinal round. Casey, I'd love to bring you into the conversation here. It seems like a very fast track. I mean, I would not want the call to be on me to decide the winner of this race.
That's right, Kate. As we head into the semifinals, we want to kind of point out some things as we advance further into the bracket. When it comes to Monster Jam Racing, of course, it's about being fast, but precision is really key when it comes to this competition. When you watch the drivers come around these corners, you'll see how close they get to those turn pods. To turn that close, they actually start turning before the truck starts turning around those corners. And remember that those turn pods are a boundary. So if our drivers hit the turn pod and knock them out of that little circle, then that means that they are disqualified from the race because they've broken the boundary. So far, we have seen none of that here tonight, but it shows how much experience these drivers have out there on the track. It shows how aware they are of the space and how tight they're taking those corners to try to cross that finish line first.
Casey, thank you so much for that insight. You see our dirt crew right now working on those turns as well, hoping that moisture will kind of move up to the top surface, of course, and try to get some fast racing in. Don't forget about those turn pods. If they knock them out of the perimeter, it will go to the other driver to be the winner. And the JCB Racing bracket is up on the video board there. As a reminder where we stand as we get set here for the semifinal round. Jurassic Attack and Dalton Weiner will be taking on his boss, actually, Mike Christensen, Vendetta. And of course, they'll be both racing for Team Throttle Monster. El Toro Loco, Armando Castro will be taking on Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger. That will be your last head-to-head matchup again here in JCB Racing in your semifinals. The winners of these next 2 races will move on here into your final round. We're going to get ready here for the semis.
It is time for the JCB Racing semifinals. The 4 fastest trucks have advanced from round 1, and the winner of these next 2 races will advance to the final round, where they'll have a shot at clinching the first 8 points of the night. Monster Jam fans, are you ready for more JCB Racing?
4 drivers are gonna get set to hopefully make their mark here in JCB Racing final round. But they have to go head-to-head against each other as we see Dalton Weiner and Jurassic Attack coming on to the track right now, followed by Mike Christensen and Vendetta. In the right lane, we've got Mike Christensen, Vendetta, going up against, in the left lane, Dalton Weiner and Jurassic Attack. This is your first head-to-head matchup here in your semi-final round. The winner will move on to your JCB Racing Finals. Both of our drivers getting set to try to advance on, try to earn the first 8 points of tonight. Jurassic Attack heads to the line first, and with a quickness, followed by Vendetta there in the right lane. They are ready. They are set. It's time to go. Your winner is Jurassic Attack. Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack advances on to your JCB Racing final round. This is our last head-to-head matchup here in your JCB semifinal round. Racing out of the right lane, we've got Tyler Miniga and Gravedigger, and racing out of the left lane, we've got El Toro Loco's Armando Castro. Now, the winner of this matchup will see Jurassic Attack in your JCB Racing final round. Gravedigger to the line first. El Toro Loco creeping to the starting line. We are going to get set to go green. El Toro Loco. Casey and I were talking about how fast this track is, and we saw a little slip up there from Gravedigger. El Toro Loco heads to your JCB Racing final round.
It is time for the JCB Racing Finals. The winner of this race will clinch the first 8 points of the event and the #1 spot in the chase for the overall event championship. Louisville, are you ready to meet your racing final contenders?
He is a two-time World Finals champion from Whittier, California. It's Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. And in the left lane, representing Team Throttle Monster from Knoxville, Tennessee, it's Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack. First 8 points up for grabs between our two drivers here tonight, as those staging lights lit for both of our drivers. Bragging rights are on the line for them as well. Who will collect the first 8 points? Right here inside historic Freedom Hall, we are seconds away from finding out. It's time for JCB Racing Finals. Your winner is Jurassic Attack. Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack, etches his name in the history books right here at Freedom Hall, collects the first 8 points of the night. Make some noise for your JCB Racing winner, Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack. A quick race there between those two competitors, Armando Castro and El Toro Loco, giving it everything he's got. But Jurassic Attack takes the win here tonight. One more time, give it up, Louisville, for Jurassic Attack.
Dalton, congratulations on the racing victory. You look so calm and comfortable out here. You are born and bred in the arena settings, and clinching this victory, it seemed like it felt like it was familiar out here for you.
Yeah, very familiar. I spent 2 years doing these arenas, man, and I just got onto a stadium tour, but sometimes it's pretty fun to come back where you came from and lay it down on these boys. They don't call me the Arena Racer of the Year for nothing.
Now we're going to be moving on into the skills challenge. There's 8 different faces on the pod out here. That means there's a lot of opportunity to show off your skills on the track.
Oh yeah, it's going to be awesome. You know, this track looks really, really good right now for nose wheelies and combos and stuff like that. That's what I'm going to be going for. We'll balance this 12,000-pound dinosaur up on the front tire, dig the front nose or the front horn in the dirt, have a good time. What do y'all think? You ready for two-wheel skills or what?
Congratulations, that is Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack, your JCB Racing winner.
All right, congratulations there to our JCB Racing winner, Dalton Widener. Now that means he stands on top of the BKT overall event leaderboard. He now has 8 points. Right behind him, though, was El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, and Vendetta. Both share 4 points apiece, followed by Classroom Crusher, Lucas Stabilizer, Mayhem, and Megalodon. That is where we stand right now between all 8 of your Monster Jam competitors. Our next competition coming up here in just a moment will be your Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Now, each of our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their best tricks here inside of Freedom Hall. And you, the fans, this will be your first opportunity to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. In the meantime, you can scan that QR code to prep and ready yourself here and make sure you use that code LOU. You might see poppers, stoppies, wheelies, maybe some combination moves, or maybe some moves you have never seen before. Myself or Casey will let you know what you see here in just a little bit. Monster Jam Skills Challenge is coming up next. All right, I'm hanging up here in the stands in between section 342 and 343. I got a new friend, Riot. Wave to everybody. And we got Mom in the house as well. Are you having a good time?
Yes.
Yes? All right. So we're going to play a game called Name That Truck. And you might win something pretty cool, all right? You ready? Yeah, he's smiling up here. All right, so what's going to happen is, up on the video board, we are going to give you some clues. And you got to guess, with the help of Mom, of course, what that truck is, all right? So take a look. I see some green, and some more green, and some more green. Oh, I see some purple. I don't know. You're rocking some pretty cool gear there that's green and purple. What do you think it is?
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger. Let's see if he is right. Right. You're right. It's Gravedigger. Congratulations. Guess what? Right. Look at this. You are going to go meet all of the drivers following tonight's event. You're going to meet the driver of Gravedigger, Tyler Menning. Are you ready to see them? Yeah, he is smiling out here. This is the post-event meet and greet, and this means that you and your family are going to go meet all 8 drivers following tonight's event. Give me a high five. Congratulations. And of course, you fans right now can scan that QR code. Space is very limited here tonight for the post-event meet and greet. You can meet all of the superstars here competing tonight. Scan that QR code. It'll give you all the information you need to meet all of our drivers. Right? You got a cool name, and you just won a cool prize. Congratulations. All right, we're going to get set here into our second competition, and that is Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Again, this is where our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their sickest tricks on just 2 wheels, but you, the fans, are in charge of crowning a winner. And for more on that, let's throw it to KCG.
That's right, Kay. Our fans are responsible for who takes home the 2-wheel skills challenge victory, and it is so easy to do so. On your smartphones, head to judgeszone.com, and at the conclusion of each driver's run, you're going to enter the city code, which here it is LOU for Louisville, makes it nice and easy to remember, and you will have 20 seconds to tell us what you think. If you think that they earned a 6.5, slide that BKT tire right to it and press submit. Whatever score you think they earned, we want you to tell us at judgeszone.com. Monster Jam fans, who's ready for the 2-wheel skills challenge?
We are going to get ready to rock and roll here with our first driver up, and it will be Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. As soon as you see her get here on the track, make sure you get those trucker horn signals going for our driver coming up first. One more time, it's Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. She kicks things off with the popper. Into the nose wheelie. Moves it back into a moonwalk. She's got one more attempt remaining here in the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Goes back for a popper, back into a moonwalk, back into a reverse popper.
Let's hear it for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. That 20-second start now. We want you to tell us what you think about Lucas Stabilizer's run. Remember that she sets the bar here in this competition. There she is. Show her some love and tell us what you think on those smartphones.
All right, you guys got about 6 seconds left there at judgeszone.com. Scan that QR code up on the video board. The code LOU is also there on the ribbon boards as well. She is going to set the tone here tonight for the rest of the field of competitors. 2 solid moves there from Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. Scores are locked in. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer is... You gave her a 7.608. Our second driver up, it's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. 7.608 is the score to beat, currently held by Lucas Stabilizer. He goes for the reverse popper into a tombstone. Sets it back down. One more attempt left.
Let's hear it for Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. 2 nice attempts out here on on the track. Tell us what you think. Slide that BKT tire to the score that you think he earned and press submit. You've got about 10 seconds remaining. Tell us what you think on your smartphones using the scoring code LOU.
So we saw the big sky wheelie there on the second attempt there, and you also will see these replays up on the video board. Those will help you get your scores locked in. Now your score to beat, 7.608. Your score for Megalodon is 6.572. Our third driver coming up is Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. We're looking at a popper into a nose wheelie. Now into a brief stoppie. Back into the moonwalk. With a power wheelie there at the end. One more attempt remaining for Classroom Crusher. We've got the popper on top of our Monster Jam dirt pod. Looks like he might be lining himself up for something. And sits it back down.
Let's hear it one more time for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Two very successful attempts out here on the track. That is a good-looking run for Classroom Crusher. That first attempt, working with that weight transfer from the front end of the truck to the back end. Tell us what you think. Is it enough to take the lead? You can tell us at judgeszone.com.
And speaking of lead, Lucas Stabilizer is your score to beat, 7.608. Your scores are locked in. Let's see that score for Classroom Crusher. It is an 8.395. He is your new leader. So we got a new leader with Classroom Crusher, 8.395, followed by Lucas Stabilizer, 7.608, and Megalodon currently sitting in third with a 6.572. Up next, we got Chris Kohler, Mayhem. We've got the popper into the nose wheel. You can see those back BKT tires kind of waving at you left to right. One more attempt remaining there for Mayhem.
let's hear it one more time for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. You know the drill, folks. That 20 seconds has started. Lock in your scores and tell us what you think. We're about halfway through the two-wheel skills challenge, and we want you to help us determine who takes home the 8 points for the victory of this competition. Just a few more seconds left to lock in those scores.
Casey, we have seen some pretty solid and consistent runs. What do you think?
Absolutely. Some big action out there on the track.
Absolutely. All right, let's go to the video board. Your scores are locked in. Your score for Mayhem is, you give him a 6.955. So the 6.955 puts him currently in third place. Still the score to beat is Classroom Crusher, 8.395. Coming up next, we got Mike Christensen, Vendetta. One more attempt remaining there for Vendetta.
Give it up one more time for Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Scoring is open. We'll go ahead and throw a little video replay up there on the video board. And remember, you can use that as a tool when scoring. Looked like he was trying to transfer that weight on the truck in that first attempt. Maybe kind of ran into a slick spot out there on the track. But for his second attempt, got the truck up on the nose. Tell us what you think on those smartphones.
Absolutely, Casey. And we await your scores now at judgeszone.com as your scores are about to be locked in. Your score to beat, Classroom Crusher, 8.395. Your score for Vendetta is 3.562. All right, you see where we stand right now here in our Monster Jam two-wheel skills challenge. Classroom Crusher is the score to beat. He currently holds the top spot with an 8.395. Lucas Stabilizer currently sitting in second, 7.608. And of course, we see Mayhem. We've got Megalodon and Vendetta. And of course, on deck, we've got Jurassic Attack, El Toro Loco, and Gravedigger.
Well, we want to highlight how amazing our crew chiefs and technicians are because they truly are the backbone of what we do here at Monster Jam. Earlier today in Monster Jam racing practice, we always give our drivers the opportunity to hit the track, to do round one of Monster Jam racing, to feel out the space, to feel out what the dirt feels like. It's what we do to prepare for the event every single weekend. Well, after racing practice, crew chief Wyatt Havens, he's the crew chief for Lucas Stabilizer, he ended up swapping out the starter on Lucas Stabilizer, and this is a really important component because it does exactly what it sounds like. It helps to start the truck. We're going to go ahead and throw a picture up there on the video board so you have an idea as to what that component looks like. So the starter on one side has a little gear that will pop out right there on the right side, and it will connect to what we call the flywheel. Those two pieces will then turn together, turn over the engine, and that's what starts the engine. This is a super easy swap, but in the last 2 weeks, Lucas Stabilizer Stabilizer has had 3 of these swapped out on the truck. So there's an idea that maybe there's some kind of short or electrical issue going on Lucas Stabilizer right now. Wyatt Haven said that he checked over everything on the truck to make sure that it was ready for today's event. But as you can see, Lucas Stabilizer has been out there absolutely crushing it on the track. So once again, we want to thank you so much for our crew chiefs and technicians that worked so hard to make today's Monster Jam possible. Kate, we just want to highlight how amazing our crew chiefs are.
Absolutely, they are working tirelessly, and we are in the middle of a very heated points battle here. Of course, this weekend, though, no points available for any of our drivers to obtain here in the series season's points chase. But this is an opportunity for our technicians to comb over the Monster Jam trucks here before getting ready for next week when we go back into the points battle. And of course, for our drivers to really hone down some of these moves that they want to try, especially here in the Monster Jam Skills Challenge. So Casey, thank you so much for that update. I know that's been really kind of weighing heavy there on Wyatt Haven's and Cynthia Gautier's mind, especially when it comes into making sure that she collects as many points as possible. All right, Monster Jam fans, we are going to check in with Tiltify and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Remember, I told you earlier that if you scan that QR code, what can happen is you can donate to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital on behalf of your favorite driver. So it's kind of a race to see who will be the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital Ambassador of the Night. So scan that QR code, and when you see the screen up on your phone, you'll be able to, whether you donate $1, $20, $50, whatever you decide to donate, you can donate it on behalf of your favorite driver. And then during Monster Jam Freestyle, we will crown our Ambassador of the Night. And of course, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, they do not want of course they don't want anybody to die from childhood cancer, but of course they also want to make sure that it is easy on the families. They don't pay for any bills, medical expenses, food, housing, anything. So all of your donations, 100% of your donations, go to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We are so proud and happy to be back in the 2025 season with St. Jude. We've got 3 more drivers on deck: Jurassic Attack, El Toro Loco, and Gravedigger yet to come onto the track here for the Monster Jam Skills Challenge, the BKT overall event leaderboard. Of course, Jurassic Attack and Dalton Widener is currently in the lead. He collected all 8 points there from the JCB racing competition, followed by Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, Vendetta, Classroom Crusher, Lucas Stabilizer, Mayhem, and Megalodon round out your drivers. All right, Monster Jam fans, take a look at the video board. Let's get to know some of your favorite Monster Jam drivers.
Best subject in school would probably have to be PE. PE. Not an answer? Say it. Recess. As an engineer, best subject in school has to be math. Oh, best subject in school is probably math.
My favorite thing in school was definitely mathematics. That's why I became an accountant.
Worst subject in school, math, for sure. Worst subject in school, probably math. No doubt about it. Less spelling. I can't spell anything correctly.
Worst subject in school was definitely history.
Science, English, history, all of them once. Best Halloween costume has got to be the Ghostbusters. Some of us drivers did last year. It was awesome. This year I was born. I cut Elf. I have 100 different costumes. Napoleon Dynamite. My best Halloween costume, I dressed up as Tom Hanks. Was Slenderman? Slenderman or my best Halloween costume is usually a Marvel character. My favorite karaoke song will have to be Daddy Yankee's Gasolina. Ella gusta gasolina, Gabi Bohemian Rhapsody. Mama! No, God, no. Down with the sickness. Toby Keith should have been a cowboy. Should have been a cowboy. Should have learned to rope and ride. No.
Girl just wanna have fun. Girl just wanna have fun.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. I don't sing at all. My favorite karaoke song has got to be Free Bird by Leonard Skinner. And I'm a free bird, yeah.
Louisville, are you ready for more Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge? Coming up next, we got Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. We've got Tyler Miniga, Gravedigger on deck. We've got Jurassic Attack and El Toro Loco. 3 more drivers remain before you crown a winner. Here he is, Gravedigger.
What a run! Let's hear it for Tyler Miniga, Gravedigger. There he is, folks. Show him some love. And better yet, lock in those scores. First driver to attempt those bicycle tricks, locked in a combination move, some sidewall donuts. Wow, Kay, what a run.
Incredible, Casey. I was watching that with my jaw to the floor. Tyler Miniga and Gravedigger, I mean, he just knows how to navigate almost any space he comes in contact with that Monster Jam truck. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat is Classroom Crusher, 8.395. Louisville, let me see that score for Gravedigger. 9.300. We got a new leader. Casey, what an incredible display here of precision and accuracy when it comes down to the skills challenge. Tyler Miniga and Gravedigger, well deserved. He now sits on top of the leaderboard. We've got 2 more drivers remaining. Coming up next, it is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Into the popper, crawls back up on top of the Monster Jam pod. Waving those back tires, left and right. 1 more attempt remaining for El Toro Loco. We've got the popper up on top of the pod into a brief stoppie. Back tires moving left and right once again. There's the steering wheel out of the window. Can you see it there? There he is waving the steering wheel. No steering wheel being used. Sets it back down.
Let's give it up one more time for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. What a run out here for the Crazy Bull. Armando Castro won the Arena Series that he was on last year, ended up going to Monster Jam World Finals, where he is our reigning World Finals 2-Wheel Skills Challenge winner, and you can see why. Such control out there on the track.
Made it look easy, Casey. There he is now, your scores are in. Your score to beat, 9.300 from Gravedigger. Your score for El Toro Loco is good enough for second with an 8.494. One more driver remains before you will crown your very first winner using judgeszone.com, and that is Dalton Whitener, Jurassic Attack.
Let's give it up one more time for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. He is our final competitor here in the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. So tell us what you think on those smartphones, because here momentarily, you help us determine who's going to be taking home the 8 points for this competition.
All right, your scores are being tabulated right now. Judgeszone.com. The score to beat is Gravedigger, 9.300. A couple more seconds left there at Judgeszone.com. And your scores are locked. Your score for Jurassic Attack is... You gave him a 5.496, which means your winner of the Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge is Tyler Menega, Gravedigger.
What a combination down here on the track, from a bicycle to a sidewall donut to a wheelie, transferring everything to the other side of the truck. Tyler, this is why the fans have coined you as the Combination King.
Yeah, you know what, coming out, trying these moves, it truly is all for you fans, man. I come out here, lay it all on the line. You've been supporting that truck forever, man, and we appreciate it. So that right there was for all of you guys right here in Louisville.
Well, after halftime, of course, we have FMX, but then after that, we've got Monster Jam Freestyle. I know that you haven't been here in Freedom Hall in the last several years, and you're excited to lay it down for these Louisville fans.
I am. You know what, Louisville? There's one more monster truck competition of the night, and I can guarantee you that each and every one of you guys, that's the reason you're here. Monster Jam Freestyle, baby. That's what Gravedigger's known for. Ragged edge, crazy freestyles. And I can promise you one thing. As long as I'm driving it, I plan on keeping it that way. So Louisville, I got one more question for you guys. Who's ready for Monster Jam Freestyle?
Congratulations there to Tyler Menega and Gravedigger collecting his first 8 points of the night here in the pursuit of tonight's overall event championship. Well, it's been an exciting first half of Monster Jam, but right now this is halftime. Head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise, and meet us right back here for the second half of Monster Jam action. Don't forget to check the video board right now for your BKT overall event leaderboard. El Toro Loco is currently in the lead with 14 points, followed by Gravedigger, Jurassic Attack, and Classroom Crusher. Round out your top four. Louisville, welcome you back to more Monster Jam action. Please make some noise for your freestyle motocross riders, Team US FMX. We got Nick Desmond, TJ Tiffany, Cody Elkins, and Braden Anderson ready to take to the sky. One more time, make some noise for your freestyle motocross riders.
Well, our riders are doing a couple laps down here on the track. They're getting warmed up, set and ready for some big action for you Monster Jam fans. They are gonna have 4 practice jumps before we get into best trick. And it looks like they're getting lined up and ready to go. Please welcome Nick Desmond. Next in line, it's TJ Tiffany. Third up, it's Braden Anderson. And last, but definitely not least, it's Cody Elkins. So much for warm-up jumps, already throwing some big tricks, and we're into round 2. Nick Desmond joining us from St. Augustine, Florida, riding 18 years. TJ Tiffany, hailing out of Orlando, Florida, has done stunts for Avengers Endgames and Bad Boys 3. There goes Braden Anderson from Salt Lake City, riding 3 years. And a huge whip by Cody Elkins from Weatherford, Oklahoma. Nick Desmond started with Monster Jam in 2020U as part of our Arena Tour series. TJ Tiffany riding 9 years professionally. Braden Anderson, no hands, has drift car racing experience. Full vertical extension for Cody Elkins, a proud dad of 3 girls. Full extension back by Nick Desmond. Road and J-Day, off-road. TJ Tiffany, one of our veterans of Supercross. Braden Anderson, our first backflip out on the track. And another one by Cody Elkins, 22 years riding professionally.
One more time, Louisville, make some noise for your freestyle motocross riders. All right, we're gonna get into the best trick competition. This is where you, the fans, will of course use judgeszone.com, just like you've been doing for our Monster Jam drivers. Of course, you'll still have 20 seconds and the code is still the same. So what's gonna happen is each of our riders will have one attempt to throw down their sickest trick, and you, the fans, will then get your scores locked in at judgeszone.com. All right, Casey, are our riders ready?
The riders are set and ready to go. You ready to throw some big tricks, boys? Let's hear it, Monster Jam fans. Let's pump them up for the best trick competition.
We're going to kick things off with our first rider, Nick Desmond. Nick Desmond is going to kick things off here for us here in our best trick competition. Once you see that front tire hit the mat, I need all of you to make some noise for Nick Desmond.
Let's hear it for Nick Desmond throwing a heart attack and making it look easy. Out here on the track, you know the drill, folks. 20 seconds to lock in your score at judgeszone.com. It's just like the 2-wheel skills challenge. You determine the winner of the best trick competition. So tell us what you think about Nick Desmond.
All right, your scores are locked in. Your score for Nick Desmond is 7.648. We're going to continue on with our next rider up, TJ Tiffany. TJ Tiffany is our next rider up. You might have seen him in some Netflix specials like, well, you might see him in Netflix specials. He was also in Avengers Endgames and did stunts for Bad Boys 2.
Full rotation backward. Let's hear it for TJ Tiffany. Scoring is open. Is that enough to take the lead? You folks are the ones to decide. Slide that BKT tire to the score you think TJ Tiffany has earned and press submit.
All right, TJ Tiffany awaits your scores. Remember the score to beat 7.648. That is the score to beat right now, held by Nick Desmond. While we await your fan scores here at judgeszone.com, if you've not started scoring in the first half, this is the perfect time to start scoring. All right, 7.648. That is the score to beat. Your score for TJ Tiffany is... All right, we got a new leader, 8.355. We've got our third rider coming up. It is Braden Anderson. Braden Anderson, our next rider to take to the sky. Coming to you from Salt Lake City, Utah. Drift car racer and professional free rider. Let's make some noise, Louisville. Are you ready to fly?
How about it? That is Braden Anderson. Let's hear it and lock in those scores. Doing what we call a backflip knack-knack. You might have seen that back foot kind of elevate into the air. Adding some style, adding some flair out here in the best trick competition. All thumbs up. He says he deserves first place. What do you guys think? Lock in those scores on those smartphones.
TJ Tiffany is our score to beat, 8.355. Your score for Braden Anderson is... Let's see that score. We got a new leader, 8.828. All right, Louisville, only one rider remains here for our freestyle motocross riders, and that is Cody Elkins. The best trick competition is in your hands at judgeszone.com. Cody Elkins has been riding for 23 years, a true veteran of this sport. We'll see what he throws down here in the best trick competition. The score to beat, remember, Braden Anderson, 8.828. That is the score to beat. Louisville, let's get loud and make some noise for Cody Elkins.
The fans go wild. That is Cody Elkins doing what we call the super flip. What a way to close out the best trick competition. Is that going to be enough to take the lead? Tell us on those smartphones. Kay, what an incredible competition.
I love watching these talented riders go and do these tricks, especially that super flip just now. First time I ever saw it, I think my heart stopped there a little bit. Cody Elkins with the super flip. Scores are locked in. Braden Anderson is your score to beat, 8.828. Louisville, you're about to crown a winner of your best trick competition. Let's see that score for Cody Elkins. 9.653, your winner of the best trick competition, Cody Elkins.
What a victory. We're going to catch up with Cody Elkins here in just a little bit. But first, we're going to talk with TJ Tiffany. Between these guys, there is decades of experience out here on the track. They're truly some of the best at what they do. Now, TJ, I know that you guys have a little extra something up your sleeve, but you're looking for some love from these Monster Jam fans.
Oh, for sure. Louisville, you guys having fun? We're down here having fun. Let's hear it. All right, the boys and I, we got something coming up. We're going to try to get as close as we can together, some called FMX trains. We're trying to get us all up in the air at the same time. I want you guys to clap your hands, stomp your feet, make some noise for the boys.
Folks, you heard them. They've got something in store for you. They got something special to throw down here on the track, and it's going to be those Monster Jam trains. Of course, it's about big tricks, but it's also about timing. It's also about precision, and it's about working together as a team. So here they go, taken to the track. But you heard them. You're going to have to get loud. They want to hear some noise for the boys. Getting lined up, getting set and ready to go, making sure they're all in line. And here it comes. Get those phones out. That's a good-looking train. All of them throwing big whips down on the track. How about it, folks? Let's hear it one more time for Nick Desmond, TJ Tiffany, Braden Anderson, and of course, Cody Elkins. It looks like if we get loud, they'll do one more jump. Let's hear it, folks. Adding some extra style. Folks, let's give it up one more time for US FMX, working hard and throwing down some big tricks down here on the track. What a team! Looks like as a team, they're making the decision to give you guys a little bit of extra action. What do you think, Louisville? Are you ready? And that is Team USFMX. Once again, that's Nick Desmond, TJ Tiffany, Braden Anderson, and of course, your best trick winner, Cody Elkins. Show these guys some love. Be sure to hashtag USFMX, hashtag Monster Jam when you're uploading any of those pictures and videos onto any of your social media platforms. Well, we want to take a few moments to catch up with your best trick competition winner, Cody Elkins. And Cody, I know that you have a lot of experience, many years of experience. What would you say to any of these Monster Jam fans that aspire to do what you do?
Oh, honestly, you know, hats off to all you parents out there for bringing your kids out here to Monster Jam to be entertained, you know, and inspired by all these athletes that are on this floor. I was that kid, you know, I was the kid that went to the Monster Jam show every year for my birthday. And my parents were just crazy enough to tell me that I could be anything I wanted to be as long as I was willing to A, work hard enough for it, and B, never give up on it. And I'm out here living proof, kids, that no matter what you want to do, no matter what you want to be, no matter who you want to become, you can be anything as long as you're willing to work hard enough for it and never give up on it, you know. And it's to my parents and parents like you guys out there, and of course my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for keeping me safe.
So beautifully said. And for all these Monster Jam fans, you know, Monster Jam is, of course, a fierce competition. You guys are throwing down big tricks, but it's also a family-friendly event. How do you decide, of all the tricks that you have in your basket, which one you're going to throw down for best trick?
You know, like you said, it's 100% family. When we're back there behind the scenes or at the hotel or out here setting up, I mean, even this track crew that's down here, the dirt guys, it's 100% a family. And I think that's what translates to it being such a family-friendly event. But honestly, when it comes time to it, we want to compete, we want to win. These guys are reaching in deep in their bag of tricks, trying to pull out the best thing they can. And it may not be their biggest trick, but we're always trying to appease to the fans. Some tricks may be bigger than others or more difficult than others, but they may not wow the fans like other tricks do. And that's our whole intent here, is we want to put smiles on every face in this arena.
How cool is it that you have a career where you get to do what you love and inspire those other people to do this every day as well, but you also get to travel the world and see so many amazing cities like Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh yeah, you know, to me, honestly, there's no place better than home. I love being home with my family, and that's like heaven to me. But if there was any other place I had to be, it's right here with Monster Jam, traveling the world, and like you said, inspiring others, putting smiles on people's faces. It's literally a dream come true for me. And, you know, yeah, I've been doing it 23 years. I'm 43 years old, but I don't see me stopping anytime soon because there's no better feeling than this feeling right here.
Cody, so beautifully said. Thank you so much, and congratulations, folks. Let's hear it one more time for your best trick competition winner, Cody Elkins. We've reached the pinnacle of our event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Megalodon. Lock in those scores. This is just like the two-wheel skills challenge where you determine the winner of Monster Jam Freestyle. So Megalodon is going to set the bar and you determine what that is. Tell us what you think at judgeszone.com.
Did he check mark all of the things listed there up on the criteria? Momentum, speed, flow, big air, creativity, wow factors. Scores are locked in. Your score for Megalodon is... You gave him a 6.804. We've got our next driver up. It's Mike Christensen, Vendetta.
Let's give it up one more time for Mike Christensen, Vendetta. The 20-second clock starts now. Nice momentum, use of all of the different faces out there on the pod. You're looking for wow moments. You're looking for wow factor, creativity. There he is. He's out of the truck. Show him some love. And tell us what you think at judgeszone.com using the scoring code LOU.
All right, your scores are locked in. Your score to beat Megalodon, 6.804. Your score for Vendetta is 6.729. So that 6.729 puts him in the second spot as we're going to get ready here for our third driver up, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer.
Give it up one more time for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. The clock has started. Scoring is open. Tell us what you think on your smartphone. Just slide that BKT tire right to that score for Lucas Stabilizer and press submit. We're going to find out if it's enough to take the lead.
Your score to beat Megalodon, 6.804. That is the score to beat Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer, awaiting your scores right now at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer is 7.517. We got a new leader. We're going to move on to our fourth driver coming up, Chris Kohler, Mayhem.
together one more time for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. You know the drill, folks. If you haven't started with fan scoring, it is not too late to do so. We want to know what you think about Mayhem. What kind of score is that run gonna land him? You are the ones to decide. Just a few more seconds to lock in those scores.
That freestyle run had a little bit of everything, a little bit of chaos, a little mayhem there. Chris Kohler, Mayhem, giving you a little bit of everything that you fans need to be looking for at judgeszone.com. So your scores are locked. Lucas Stabilizer, is your score to beat 7.517. Your score for Mayhem is... Oh, we got a new leader, 7.880. So Chris Kohler and Mayhem is now your new score to beat, 7.880. And of course, we are in the chase for the overall event championship there. El Toro Loco comes into this last competition as the leader with 14 points. Right behind him, 12 points, is Tyler Miniga and Gravedigger. But Jurassic Attack still has some possibility there. Classroom Crusher, Lucas Stabilizer, Mayhem, Megalodon, and Vendetta round out your 8 competing drivers. On deck, we've got Classroom Crusher, Jurassic Attack, El Toro Loco, and Gravedigger yet to freestyle here. So those are who are on deck here coming up to our last competition. Casey, there's been a lot of excitement going on here. We're about to wrap things up, and our fans are about to crown a winner.
That's right. Our fans are having a blast up here in the stands, and we've got a lot more action coming their way. You may see that down there on the track, they're doing a little bit of track construction. You'll see that they're paying real close attention to that backflip ramp, which nobody has attacked yet so far. They're making sure the dirt is nice and compact right there so that when our drivers attack that backflip ramp, they have the greatest chance for success. But Monster Jam fans, are you guys having fun? I think these guys are ready to get back to the Monster Jam freestyle action.
Absolutely. Keep an eye on that backflip ramp like Casey G said. We've got our next driver up, Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Some fun facts there about Camden Murphy. He's a NASCAR driver as well as a teacher there at Monster Jam University, powered by UNOH. Helps train future Monster Jam drivers as well. Lots to talk about on his resume as he comes out here for Monster Jam Freestyle. Continues on his run. 4 seconds left.
What a run. That'll do it for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, locking in the very first arena backflip in Classroom Crusher. That truck debuted this year. What a run, Kay.
That was awesome to witness here, Casey, right here in Freedom Hall. Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip. He is pumped, and now he awaits your score at judgeszone.com. The score to beat is Mayhem 7.880. Casey, I have a sneaky suspicion our Louisville fans are going to score pretty high for this man right here. The clock is ticking down here at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked. Your score for Classroom Crusher is 8.998. We got a new leader.
Well, the fans up here in the stands are having a fantastic time during Monster Jam Freestyle, and I'm hanging out with Nolan. Nolan, I know it's been a couple years since you've been to Monster Jam. What do you think about the freestyle action?
Good.
Nice. It's a lot of fun. Well, what do you say we play a game?
Yeah.
Nice. Nolan here is going to show off his Monster Jam knowledge, but we want you fans to help out. So let's go ahead and turn our attention towards the video board and find out what our question is going to be.
How do you start a monster jam? Is it A, cart beat, B, a dedicated switch, C, a phone app, D, a same lead? You know the answer. Let me hear it.
All right, well, I hear a lot of answers up here in the up here in the stands. And Nolan, I saw you really concentrated. So what do you think the answer is? Is it A, B, C, or D?
B.
He's gonna go with B. Let's see if he's right.
You guess B. You got it. Now, move on.
And Nolan is right. Congratulations, my friend. You're taking home the Lucas Oil Puff Truck Knuckles. Nice. Now, we do have our Monster Jam merchandise stands, and it is an awesome way to take home your very own piece of today's Monster Jam. Thank you so much for playing with us, and we're going to get back to the Monster Jam action in just a few moments.
Congratulations to him, and now let's take a look at our Monster Jam Freestyle Competition leaderboard. Classroom Crusher is the score to beat, 8.998, followed by Mayhem, 7.880. We got Lucas Stabilizer, Megalodon, and Vendetta. We got 3 more drivers. Left on deck is Jurassic Attack, El Toro Loco, and Gravedigger.
Well, we've just got 3 more drivers left for Monster Jam Freestyle, so we wanted to bring up the energy a little bit, so we're going to spin that wheel one more time. Let's take a look at the video board and find out what we're going to be doing. Is it air guitar, dance cam, flex cam? Oh, it is Simba cam. Okay. You guys know the drill. It's time to find those babies. Lift them up into the air. That's what we like to see, Monster Jam fans. Keep it up. Where are Simbas at? Looking good, Louisville. Monster Jam fans, you guys look fantastic, and we're having so much fun. We're gonna spin that wheel one more time. What's it gonna be this time? Let's find out. Kay Young, it's your time to shine. Show us those DJ moves.
Oh, look at you, all your future DJs out here in the house. Make some noise for yourselves.
We absolutely love our Monster Jam fans. And right here we've got Wyatt. He's been with us for a couple events this year, and he is one of the most knowledgeable fans in the house. He's going to introduce our next driver.
Louisville! I need you guys to get up and get loud for this driver up next. From Knoxville, Tennessee, he's known as a people's champion. It's Stone Winder, Jurassic Attack!
Jurassic Attack, known as the People's Champion. Lock in those scores. Scoring is almost closed. Such control over that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck.
It looked good from my view up here in section 342. And I know a lot of you fans around here in Freedom Hall got to see some nice moves there from Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack. Your scores are locked. Your score to beat Classroom Crusher, 8.998. Your score for Jurassic Attack is 7.423. All right, Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack with the 7.423. Classroom Crusher is the score to beat, still 8.998. So that's where we stand right now in the freestyle competition. There the leaderboard is up on the video board. Mayhem, Lucas Stabilizer, Jurassic Attack, Megalodon, and Vendetta are your 6 drivers. 2 more on deck, though. We've got El Toro Loco and Gravedigger yet to freestyle, and then you'll be crowning our winner. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco is up next. Make some noise for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. You know what to do. You're officially on the clock right now. Let us know what you think about that run from El Toro Loco. Armando Castro giving you a little bit of everything out there on the track. A lot of momentum, some nice moves there as well. Get those scores locked in, judgeszone.com. The score to beat still, Classroom Crusher, 8.998. That is the score. Scores are in. Your score for El Toro Loco is... You gave him a 7.437. On the count of 3, I need you all to say Gravedigger. 1, 2, 3! Make some noise right now for Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Unfortunately, just an abrupt ending there for Tyler Meninga, and Gravedigger just gets locked in on top of the Monster Jam pod. Nonetheless, time to get those scores in. Our last driver. Your scores are locked in. Your score to beat, Classroom Crusher, 8.998. Your score for Gravedigger is 6.037, which means your freestyle winner is Classroom Crusher. Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, collects his first 8 points of the night here as our freestyle winner. We're going to add all of those points together and crown an overall event champion with 7 points in JCB Racing, 7 in the Skills Challenge, 5 in freestyle for a total of 19 points. Louisville, your BKT overall event champion is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Congratulations to the El Toro Loco team, to Daniel Lopez Grucci for El Toro Loco, and of course, Armando Castro. Armando, last year you won your series in an arena. It seems like all of that arena experience has led to huge success here in Louisville.
Yeah, you know, it definitely feels good to come back here to the arenas. You know, that's all I've known for the last 8 years, and this is home for me right here inside these arenas. I haven't been here to Louisville in I think 3 or 4 or 5 years. So, man, I love this place. There's so much history inside the Freedom Hall, and to be able to write my own history here tonight with you guys, it's so awesome, man. I can't thank this guy enough right here, Daniel Lopez. This guy really busts his tails off, so I can come out here and perform for you Monster Jam fans, man. Everybody watching at home on YouTube and everybody here, thank you guys for all the love and support. Thank you for supporting Monster Jam for so many years and letting myself like her here, letting my live my childhood dream in front of you guys, man. If anybody can do it, and if I can do it, you guys can do it, man. Never give up on your dreams. And si se puede, yo soy latino, es un honor estar aquí. Atrás adelante, que si se puede. Thank you guys, Louisville, man. We got one more event tomorrow. Come on, have a good time. Let's have some fun on Sunday. This is Monster Jam, baby! Woo!
Congratulations there to Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. He is your BKT overall event champion. It has been an exciting night of Monster Jam action right here in Freedom Hall. in Louisville. And we're excited. Tomorrow we've got one more event remaining here this weekend. And of course, we've got our 8 superstar drivers ready to attack the track there tomorrow afternoon. On behalf of KCG, I am Kay Young. We hope you had fun and we hope to see you tomorrow at our next Monster Jam.